November 2001. Northern Alliance fighters, backed by U.S. Special Forces and air power, rout the Taliban and seize Kabul. Many Afghans rejoice, and most Americans, including U.S. President George Bush, believe the military will quickly capture or kill Osama bin Laden and smash his al-Qaeda organization, blamed for the deadly 9/11 attacks.
Our war is a war against evil. This is clearly a case of good versus evil, and make no mistake about it, good will prevail.
But bin Laden and his lieutenant Ayman al-Zawahiri slip away to neighboring Pakistan, and America's attention and resources are soon diverted away from Afghanistan to Iraq. As U.S. forces become bogged down in a Mesopotamian quagmire, the Taliban regroups. Fueled by religious fervor, drug money, and innate Afghan resentment of foreign occupiers, Taliban factions gain control of rugged mountain ranges and remote valleys. U.S. and NATO forces are spread thin, and the corrupt and ineffectual government of President Hamid Karzai fails to win broad support. U.S. airstrikes often kill civilians, fanning Afghan anger. Soon after entering the White House in 2009, Barack Obama sends 17,000 more U.S. troops, putting counterinsurgency specialist General Stanley McChrystal in charge on the ground.
The President of the United States.
Obama's new strategic objective sounds suspiciously like Bush's original goal of tracking down al-Qaeda.
To disrupt, dismantle, and defeat al-Qaeda in Pakistan and Afghanistan, and to prevent their return to either country in the future.
Obama pledges more financial support and military training for the Afghan government. But as U.S. casualties rise, public opinion turns against the war. In August, Obama tries to rally support.
This is not a war of choice. This is a war of necessity.
Days later, blatant vote rigging and fraud in the Afghan presidential election further undermines Karzai's legitimacy. In September, General McChrystal's confidential report is leaked to the press. It says without reinforcements, defeating the Taliban will be impossible, with mission failure likely within a year. Obama begins yet another strategy review. For weeks, he huddles with top advisors, debating whether to give McChrystal the troops he wants, reportedly as many as 40,000, or whether to opt for a scaled-back strategy of pinpoint strikes and counter-terrorist actions against al-Qaeda. October becomes the deadliest month of the war for U.S. troops, with more than 50 killed. And the first U.S. diplomat to resign over Afghanistan speaks out.
It's a civil war, and political reconciliation is the only way to end a civil war. But furthermore, I don't believe U.S. involvement with combat troops is warranted in Afghanistan because it doesn't serve any strategic or long-term U.S. interests.
With no near end in sight, the Afghanistan war may become for Obama what Iraq was for Bush, the defining issue of his presidency. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Washington.